My question is, uh, in the book Vegetarian or Non-Vegetarian, Choose for Yourself by Gopinath Agarwal, there are quotations given from major world religions, including Hinduism and Christianity, that non-vegetarian is prohibited. And how do you say it's permitted?
The sister asking the question that there are quotations from the same book, quoting various major world religions like Christianity and Hinduism, saying that in that religion it is prohibited. So how come I said that there is not a single major religion which says that non-veg food in general is prohibited? I clarified the Islamic viewpoint. It's a misquotation, out of context, misunderstanding. I do agree one thing, that there are certain quotations, sometimes non-veg food is prohibited even in Islam. Like for example, the verse I quoted, Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse number 1, it says that don't do hunting in pilgrimage. Within the sacred pilgrimage, don't do hunting. If you are fasting in the month of Ramzan, sunrise to sunset, don't have non-veg food, don't even have veg food. If I say don't have non-veg food during fasting, that doesn't mean non-veg food is prohibited. Prohibited only during that time. So similarly, there are quotations in the religious scriptures, at certain time in fasting, don't have non-veg food. Regarding the question in Christianity, and I've read that book, therefore I can reply. They say that in the Bible it is mentioned that you can't have dead food. In brackets they put meat. It's not there. What they're quoting, the reference is not given. I, being a student of comparative religion, I give talks on diets also. And they're referring to the book of Leviticus, chapter number 17, verse number 15, as well as the book of Deuteronomy, chapter number 14, verse number 21. It says that thou shalt not have the meat that dieth of itself. Dead meat is prohibited. Not all meat. Dead meat. They say dead food and bracket meat. It is dead meat is prohibited. Even in the Quran. Surah Baqarah chapter 2 verse 173, Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse number 3, Surah Anam chapter 6 verse 145, Surah Nahl chapter 16 verse 115, Hurrimat alaykumul maytutu waddamu walahmul khinzir, wama uhilla li ghayrillah bih. Forbidden for you for food, dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and any food on which any name besides Allah has been invoked. Where it is allowed? If you read the book of Genesis, chapter number 9, verse number 2 and 3, it says that they will fear you, they will dread you, all creatures of the earth, all fowls in the sky, all creatures that liveth on the earth, as well as all the fish in the sea, they shall be delivered to you. Next verse, Genesis chapter 9 verse 3 says that every creature that moveth on land and is a living creature, they are meat unto you, and also herbs and shrubs. Mention the book of Deuteronomy, chapter number 14 verse number 9, that ye shall have the meat of all the things in the water. All that has fins and scales you shall eat. Deuteronomy, chapter number 14 verse number 11 says that you shall have the lawful meat of the birds. Deuteronomy, chapter number 14 verse number 20 says that ye shall eat the meat of the lawful fowls. It's allowed. Further, if you read, it's mentioned in the book of Hebrews, chapter number 5, verse number 13 and 14, that if you have milk, you are weak. If you have strong meat, you are powerful in reasoning. Bible says that, not I. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter number 24, only quotation, verse number 41 to 43, Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, goes in the upper room, and he says, have you any meat to eat? And the disciples gave him a piece of broiled fish and honeycomb, fish, and he ate before them. Jesus Christ, peace be upon him. In the book of Romans, chapter number 14, verse number 2 and 3, it says that one who believeth in eating all things, he can eat. Those who are weak, they only eat herbs and shrubs. But anyone who eateth should not insult those who eateth not. And those who eateth not should not judge those who eateth. This is law of God. Hindu scriptures. If you read the law of Manu, chapter number 5, verse number 30, it's clearly mentioned that the eater can eat any creature that lives, even if he eats every day. A creator created some creatures to eat and some to be eaten. Laws of Manu, Manusmriti, chapter number 5, verse number 31. It says that if you eat in a sacrifice, this is the law of a god. Manusmriti chapter number 5, verse number 42. It says that a twice born
Yes, brother. Brother. No, please, 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 please.
I am always prepared. I am always prepared when I quote scriptures. Therefore, it's not on the table, it's inside. I wasn't supposed to quote unless compelled otherwise. Now they're compelling me to answer. Therefore, I kept it behind. Otherwise, my books are in the front always. They're compelling me to reply, therefore I'm replying. It's within the rules of the debate. I haven't completed yet. So I have to speak for 5 minutes. What?
We would request anyone not to disturb in between.
Yes, please don't disturb.
The question.
And you can say, who's disturbing? See,
we'll allow another 20 seconds, because this wastes time, and then my time is up, I will stop the speaker.
No, but someone disturbs me, I should get more time.
Okay, we give. Complete the answer in 30 seconds.
It's further mentioned in the Manusmriti chapter number 5, verse number 35, you can have meat. In Rigved, book number 10, hymn number 16, verse number 10, you can have meat. Rigved, book number 10, hymn number 85, verse number 13. Rigved, book number 10, hymn number 86, verse number 13. Says the same thing. You can have meat. In Mahabharata, Anushashan Parv, chapter 88. If you read, Bhishma gives the advice to Yudhishthir. It's also mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 3, verse number 256 to 272. It's mentioned there that if you want to please your ancestors, if you give herbs and shrubs, you will gratify them only for 1 month. If you give fish, for 2 months. If you give venison, the flesh of deer, for 3 months. If you give mutton, for 4 months. If you give flesh of bird, for 5 months. If you give goat meat, for 6 months. If you give spotted deer, for 7 months. If you give meat of black antelope, for 8 months. If you give cow, 1 full year. If you give bull, it is 12 years. And if you give rhinoceros and red meat of goat, forever, inexhaustible. So if you have to satisfy your ancestors, according to Rigved, you have to give more, you have to give red meat.